Hi, my name is Karridi with Art by Karridi. Today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make a turkey rock. I like to start off with a white base. I just spray painted a bunch of rocks white so that I can have that base to start. And then I have a little turkey template that I'm using. I have drawn this out, cut it out, and I will have a link in the below the video that you can print these off in various sizes if you would like to use the template. Otherwise you can just draw it out. I'm going to start off by making the background. I want to know where my turkey is going to be so that I can do some variations of the background. It's not just a plain background. If you don't want to do any kind of shading, by all means just make a plain colored background. One trick with paint is a lot of times it's translucent, and so you take several coats to cover your rock. If you mix the paint color with a little bit of white, it makes it much more opaque and it covers more evenly the first time around. So it takes less coats and it will require less time. So I'm just going to paint around this turkey. You guys have any ideas of other things you would like to see painted? I'm doing turkeys because Thanksgiving is coming up. If you have ideas of other things, just comment below. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video so that you can get more. We're just starting with Art by Karridi videos, so if you'd like to see more, we need some good feedback, and we would love to have you as a subscriber. Okay, I'm just concentrating on the top of the rock right now, and then I want kind of a shadow effect, so I'm going to take just my plain red paint and I'm going to go around the outside and kind of blend in as I go. I'm working kind of quickly, so all of my paint is still wet. That makes it a lot easier to blend. And if you haven't done a lot with shading and shadows with paint, doing shading on a background is a very easy way to start, a very easy way to practice, because you can't really get it wrong. There's no rhyme or reason to how a background is supposed to look, and so it's a really good way to practice shading. Now I'm just using the paints that I have on hand, so I'm not really going to share the details on paint yet. We'll probably go out and get some craft paints another time and talk about paints to use. I'm also using a paper palette. These are nice. I got it at Hobby Lobby, and when you're done with it you can just lift the sheet off, throw it away. Okay, so on the inside I mixed white with a little bit of my paint color, and I'm just going to go right around the edges. I want my main image to stand out, so I'm going lighter around my main image so that it will stand out a little bit more. And then I'm going to blend that out into my background. So in the end I've got something like this where it's lighter on the inside, darker on the outside. And again, I just put that outline of the turkey there so that I have an idea of where the edges of my turkey are, so that I can make sure that I have the lightest part. Okay, so go on to the next one. This is the wings. I'm doing multiple rocks so that I don't have to wait for drying time in between. So I think I'm going to go with red for his wings, and I'm going to do kind of the same thing. You can cut out the center of this template if you want that for so you know where the main body is. It's a fairly simple shape. It's kind of a keyhole. You've got a little circle at the top, and then kind of almost a fat teardrop shape at the bottom there. It's just a real simple shape. So again, I want to know where that turkey is so I can know where to do, you know, where my feathers are going to be. So I'm just going to block in color here. If having a template is helpful, make sure to let me know that. So I'm not really worried about the shading right now because I'm just blocking in my main color. Again, I'm working kind of quickly so that my paint will still be wet. If you're not comfortable working this quickly, then you can do one feather at a time. So very simple shadows are, imagine where your light source is coming from. I'm having this come from the top. So I'm going to do my lighter colors at the top and darker colors at the bottom of the wings. This just gives it a little bit of dimension and makes the final product just a little bit more detailed. And again, if you don't want to work as quickly as I am, you can always work one feather at a time. So I'm just going to blend that in. You'll notice I kind of get extra paint off my brush while I'm doing this, because as I'm blending this in, I'm picking up some of that darker color from the wing. And I don't want my highlights here to get too dark. Okay, and then I'll do the same thing on the bottom of the wing, only with the darker color. I'm just going to block in where my shadow is, and then I'll go back and blend it. Now you'll notice I did a much larger section of the bottom wing with that highlight, and then as you come up to the top, I'm concentrating more on the top. I'm doing a much smaller shadow area on that very top wing. I'm just gonna kind of keep in mind where our light source is. So that's the wings with their shadows. And we're going to work on the body. I'm going to use brown for this. Now these paper palettes work really good for thicker paint. If you're going to use a thinner paint, then you might want a palette with some wells in it, or you can use old plates. You can use paper plates. We've gotten some really cheap plastic plates from Walmart before that we can use over and over. Those work really good as a palette. So again, I'm just blocking in the color with kind of a light brown. I'm going to add a little more white to that and put a little highlight at the top of his head and then at the top of his body. And then I'm just going to blend that down. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the darker color. I'm going to put some of that darker color at the bottom and blend it up. And the same thing on his head. So now his body is done. And next we're going to work on some detail. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to put some eyes in. These are just real simple eyes, just kind of a partial circle here. Put 2 eyes in there. And just have them kind of meet in the middle. I'm just going to make a cute little triangle nose. And then I'm going to take some red and make it water. If we finished him off just like this, he would still be pretty cute, but I want to add some other details in to his wings and make him kind of fun. So I'm just taking a real thin brush and I'm going to put some polka dots on some wings. I'm going to try and make sure that my polka dots aren't all in lines. Sometimes doing things where they look random is a little more difficult than doing things that are all in a line. I tend to line things up a lot. I'm going to do this one down here. And sometimes adding just real simple little details like this gives a lot more life to what you're making. So that's a fun trick if you are looking to add more life to the things that you're making. Try adding some simple details. This could easily be done with a paint pen also. You can pick whatever kind of colors you want for these. You don't have to be true to life. It's just for fun. I'm going to hide these finished rocks in a community where I live so people can find them. It's just a real fun way to brighten somebody else's day. Kids really enjoy painting rocks as well. I'm sure we'll have some more turkeys around the house soon once the kids watch this. What's your favorite thing about Thanksgiving? Comment below and tell me what your favorite thing about Thanksgiving is. I think mine is just spending time with family. Now let's do some zigzags here. Alright, so the final thing is the final details on our turkey. I'm going to do this with a marker. I like these, I like this brand here. Again, I got these at Hobby Lobby. So I'm just going to take the number 8, which is the fattest one, and I'm going to outline my wings. This gives a little more detail and definition to what we've done. These little eyes need some pupils. These little feet. Got a cute little detailed Thanksgiving turkey. Don't forget to do a sealer on that. You just do a clear outdoor sealant. Spray paint is all I use. and then make sure to write on the back. I'll probably paint the back of it white before I write on it. Let people know to keep or hide, and put your local rock finding group on the back, and you're ready to go hide him. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching Art by Karridi. Thank you for watching this tutorial by Art by Karridi. Please like, share, and subscribe to see new tutorials each